This man has a singular advantage over other men. Ben Richards is immune to every known disease, including old age. Periodic transfusions of his blood can give other men a second, a third lifetime, perhaps more.
Find Ben Richards.
The effects of a transfusion are only temporary. I must therefore control Ben Richards' life permanently.
He's the most valuable man in the world, but he's no good to me dead.
His brother may have the same kind of blood. We've got to find him before Richards does.
If you had $1 million blood, where would you hide?
I didn't ask for this. I was a test driver. I liked the job. One day the doctor told me I had some kind of special blood. I don't understand it. But I know this. Everything they're offering, I don't want. I gotta live free.
Ben Richards will live longer than anyone has ever lived. But a transfusion to the wrong man could make him a prisoner for all time. And so he runs from the hunters, the human hounds who would cage him.
What a road.
Yeah, and I'm grateful for the ride.
I'm grateful for the company. Tell you the truth, I miss my family. My 10-year-old has the flu and I had to take this trip. I'm a little worried about him.
But, you know, kids have a way of bouncing back.
Oh, sure.
Gentlemen, we have reliable information that Ben Richards is heading into these mountains. It's a remote area with a few ranches, a few mines, and only one town of any size accessible by a single road. I want the area covered. This time, we have our Mr. Richards boxed in right here.
That's Chris right there. And my little girl, Tina, and Mrs. McQuaid. My wife, Nora.
They're nice. Hey, look out!
It's all right. You're all right.
Where am I?
Vernal Park, the sheriff's aid station. We don't have a hospital here. How do you feel?
All right, I guess.
Here. Put this on. Keep warm. You were lucky. You must have been thrown clear. Dave? Here's your man.
Hi. I'm Dave Holly. This is my sister, Helen Stoner.
We have your room ready as soon as you feel up to it.
My room?
You said on the phone you'd be staying with us.
Yeah, that's kind of you.
It's not being kind, it's just being sensible. No place else in town that's safe. Sheriff Holly speaking. Oh, yes, Mr. Fletcher.
Yes, I'm calling about the auto accident on 17. There's a possibility my brother-in-law, Ben Richards, was riding in the car. And I understand that a man was rescued from the river.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Fletcher. Just a minute. Was there anybody in that car with you?
Yeah. A hitchhiker, I didn't get his name.
I just asked the man who got rescued. There was a passenger. But I gotta tell you, Mr. Fletcher, that car was totaled before it hit the water. We're dragging for it, but that water's deep and fast. I hate to be hard, Mr. Fletcher, but if Mr. Richards was in that car, then he's dead. I'm sorry, Mr. Fletcher, that's it. He's dead.
What do you think?
Not much chance anybody coming out of there alive.
Well, I'd appreciate your calling when you locate the car. This number will always find me.
Sure thing, Mr. Fletcher. But it's gonna take a while. We gotta get this road open. Until we do, Vernal Park's just shut off.
I'll be waiting for your call.
That's a good fit. I thought Barry's shirt would be about your size.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Well, your shirt was just ruined.
I know you're still shook up, but I'd like to get these things filled out and done. I know you're acquainted with police paperwork, so we'll get right on it. What's your full name?
Do we have to do that now?
Well, we might as well get it over with.
Oh, don't want to forget your wallet.
Oh, it's all there.
Why don't you take it off my license?
Dave, I gotta go pick up some things for lunch.
Okay.
See you back at the house.
Right, it was nice meeting you. Will I be able to get out of here?
No, the road's blocked.
How about air service?
I can't say for sure. Well, we've got to wait for your people anyway.
We do?
Yeah. The papers must have been in your car. 'Cause they certainly weren't in your wallet.
Yeah, right.
Okay, wife's name?
Nora.
Nora. And your occupation? Lieutenant of Police, Philadelphia, PD. Okay, I guess that about wraps it up.
Yeah.
Look, McWade, I figure that you didn't want it known around who you were, I mean. But this is a small town and everybody knows everything. And I gotta be honest. Most of the town's folks are just sorry you didn't drown instead of the other fella. I'm sorry, but that's the way it is.
You mean the town's hostile towards me?
Well, what did you expect?
But why?
Ask them.
Your opinion.
I'm not paid to have opinions. I'm paid to do a job just the same as you.
What would you do if you were me?
Do?
Yeah.
Well, I'd say to myself, I got a dirty piece of work. Then I'd do it the best I could.
And how would that be?
Talking to you on the phone, I expected to find another kind of man.
What kind of man?
Big city cop, know-it-all.
I'm still asking.
You're doing what I do. Ask where I didn't know the answers. You'll be all right. some tobacco.
Lieutenant, you try to take Dr. Kinnison out, I'm gonna have to try to kill you.
Van?
Who is he?
Van Ryerson. Pay him no mind. Everybody knows that he's crazy. He sure loves his kid, though. The doc saved her life, I guess. Anyway, you can see why he'd like to see you dead or gone.
Where are we going now?
We'll check up on Kinnison. Martindale, I guess you call him. Give you a chance to say hello to your prisoner.
I gather Van Ryerson doesn't want to see him as my prisoner.
Oh, him and a lot of others. Don't worry, you'll be all right.
Oh, how's Martindale taking all this?
Well, he won't give you any trouble, if that's what you mean.
Dave?
Barry, this is Lieutenant McWade. He's the one that's going to take Kinnison back to Pennsylvania.
Well, I hear you had a close call, sir.
Yeah, well, it's not the first time. Guess it won't be the last, the way things look.
It's gonna be a while. Turned out to be a shotgun wound.
Yeah, that dumb fool. Well, here's your prisoner, Lieutenant.
How are you, Lieutenant? This is Linton Fry. He went deer hunting and didn't have enough sense to come in out of the rain.
What's the matter with you, Lynn? You know better than to go after deer with a shotgun.
Now, Dave. Vice, like virtue, has its own rewards. Wouldn't you say so, Lieutenant?
Oh, Doc. You got a reprieve. The extradition papers are somewhere at the bottom of the river, and it's going to take a couple of days for the new ones to come in.
Well, that's all right. I got enough to keep me busy. Sally Towers is going to be expecting any time now.
You're taking a saint with you, you know. If this guy's a criminal, I'm Winston Churchill.
Now, Lynn, don't start that business.
Oh, what difference does it make if he's a real doctor or not? He's taken 20 pellets out of my right arm. And I'll guarantee you, they're real enough.
Now, Lim, you can't condemn the messenger for the bad news. You just lie still there.
You've taken up enough of my day already.
Well, Doc, Marcus and Brewer wired up that X-ray machine just like you wanted it.
Well, good. Will you thank him for me, Dave?
Yeah.
And Dave, put yourself down for an appointment, would you? I want to take another look at that spot on your lung. See you soon, Lieutenant.
I suppose so.
Oh! McWade's a real cold fish. I'd like to give him a good whipping.
No. I don't know. It's kind of nice seeing the lieutenant again.
I will not accept Ben Richards' death until I see his body. Keep checking on the dragging operations. I want to be there when they raise the car. Ben Richards is hard to kill. If he did escape, then he'll have to end up in Vernal Park sooner or later. There's nowhere else for him to go. The road's still impassable, so we check on alternate methods of getting into the town. Back trails, helicopter if necessary. Right? Go to it.
The door is open. I don't see Helen's car, but go on in and make yourself at home. She'll be along.
Okay, thanks. Miss Stoner? Miss Stoner? Hello?
Bus depot, please. 831. Thank you. When's the next bus leave? None at all? Well, I know about Highway 17. I was wondering about another road, a transition road. Oh, I see. Well, is there any place in town where I can rent a car? Alan's taxi service. I got it. Thank you. Come on.
Hi. Sorry I'm late.
I hope you don't mind. I was just checking the road conditions.
Oh, of course. You're anxious to be on your way with your prisoner.
I don't really have a choice.
I know. It's your job. So you can wash your hands of any responsibility.
Helen, I'm sorry.
And I gotta get lunch ready. Excuse me, Lieutenant. So I can understand why Van Ryerson's boiling mad. Old Dr. Parsons said there wasn't a thing he could do for his child. And then Dr. Kinnison saved Teddy's life. He said with a child, there's always hope.
So to prove he's grateful, he wants to kill me.
Oh, now, Van gets mad easy, but he isn't going to do anything stupid. You pass the salt, please, Helen.
The whole thing's pretty ironic when you think about it. It was because Dr. Kinnison started that children's clinic in Philadelphia that he got publicity, he got...
Caught.
Dave, he has a special feeling for children.
My sister got herself appointed to the head of the local Save Dr. Kinnison committee.
But he did break the law.
To help people. You're arresting him because he doesn't have a diploma on his wall. Because he's learned to heal people by reading in a library instead of going to medical school.
He's being arrested for fraud. Some of those that he doctored ended up sicker.
Then go out and arrest every doctor who ever made a mistake, why don't you? Go and arrest Dr. Parsons. He's a senile incompetent.
That's enough, Helen.
It's not fair, Dave. It's not fair. Andrew Kinnison is a good man. Think about the lives he's saved here. Van Ryerson's child, Sandy Becker, friends of ours.
I'll get it.
Helen, I understand. But this whole thing is out of my hands.
Is it? You're the one who's taking him back.
I have to.
We're isolated here, back past the end of nowhere. And we were without a doctor for 10 months. Couldn't get one to come here. Just Dr. Parsons, and he's past 70. Can't you understand why the town's grateful to Dr. Kinnison?
I do understand. And I'm sorry. I wish there was something I could do to help him.
Well, looks like you're in luck. Somebody flew a private helicopter into town and brought my mail along, including your papers. So when we finish here, we can go down and sign them, and you can take Kinnison out tomorrow.
Take a couple of headache tablets and get plenty of bed rest, Mrs. Clark. It's only the flu. Half the town's got it now, and the other half will have it pretty soon. We call it a social disease. Bye. Oh, me.
Okay, honey. About half an hour. Yeah, Babe should be back by then. Okay. Well, the Palace got the movie in finally.
Good.
Becky and I are gonna go. You answer the phone while I shave, will you, Doc?
I'll do it. What's the movie?
Oh, some war picture. Whatever it is all right with me. you try to run away on me now, Doc.
Who, me? I'm not a runner, I'm a schemer. You ought to know that by now.
Is that right? You got a scheme?
Oh, I'm working on one.
Afternoon.
G'day.
Sheriff around?
No, not right now. Can I help you?
Well, I'm looking for my brother-in-law. He may have been in that auto accident.
Oh, I understand the other fella died.
Well, Ben, that's my brother-in-law, is pretty hard to kill. And frankly, I'm double-checking. Have there been any strangers around town recently?
No.
What is it, Doc?
Oh, man looking for a lost relative.
Well, take care of it for me, will you?
I'll do it.
I'd prefer to speak to the sheriff directly, if you don't mind.
Well, now, hold on. Let's take this thing slowly. My name is Dr. Kinnison, and I'm sort of an unofficial assistant around here, so... Now, what's your brother-in-law's name?
Ben Richards. But he may be using another name.
Oh, really? Why?
Well, amnesia is always a possibility after an accident. And frankly, Ben has a history of medical problems. He can be quite erratic. Look, this is a photograph of him.
Well, I know just about everybody in town, but I haven't seen this fella around.
Maybe he just passed through.
Yeah. What were these medical problems you mentioned?
Well, actually, it's a rare blood disease. I'm not a doctor, so I can't give you the technical details, but I do know he requires treatment. Look, Doctor, he's my sister's husband, and I want him well. I'm prepared to offer a substantial reward to anybody who'll locate him for me.
Well, why don't you let me keep this, and I'll show it around.
Well, thank you. I'd appreciate that. Let me give you the telephone number of the motel where I'm staying, just in case you find something. Most of the time, I'm down by the river where they're dragging for the body. And I do thank you.
It's a pleasure.
Oh, Barry, who was that just left?
Well, Doc here talked with him.
Yeah. Some fella named Fletcher.
Was he looking for his brother-in-law?
That's the one.
What's the matter with him? I told him to give up.
Well, he does not seem disposed to do so.
I wonder what it takes for some people to be satisfied. Barry, would you bring the extradition papers over, please? Thank you.
I'm going to take off now, Dave.
Okay, go ahead.
With this Fletcher, it seemed to be a matter of brotherly love.
Well, that's downright touching. Okay, Lieutenant, here you are. Here's the doctor's walking papers. Oh, Barry, you better stick around a minute. You'll have to witness this.
Yeah, this Fletcher's been looking all over town for his brother-in-law. Ben Richards. Yeah. He said we might run into him right outside this door. He asked me to keep an eye out for him. Charming fellow, this Fletcher.
All right. Cover the entire town. Here's the photographs of Ben Richards. The helicopter will stand by until nightfall, and by then I want to know if Ben is in this town or if he's been here. Move, go.
One for you, one for me. Now you're in business. Get you a flight out of here as soon as possible.
I can hardly wait. And you?
I'll manage.
Oh, Lieutenant. Keep an eye out for Van Ryerson, whatever you do. If he gives you any trouble, just give me a call.
won't give me a headache, Sheriff. I can take the bus from Palmerville and make plane connections in San Francisco. I'll be ready to leave in the morning. Good Samaritan. Thank you.
For this?
No, for being friendly to a guy who's been nothing but trouble.
It's not your fault. You'll be on your way tomorrow.
Yeah, the sooner the better.
Has it been that bad here with us?
No, but I don't want to tangle with your Mr. Van Ryerson.
I don't know if Van Ryerson would... Yeah, I guess he would.
Yeah, and it's just the kind of mess I don't need.
You're not afraid of trouble. And you're not afraid to avoid trouble, which is rare.
I just want to leave town peacefully.
With Dr. Kinnison.
That's the way it is. I'm not his judge. I'm just here to convoy him.
I get a funny feeling from you. I get a feeling that somewhere in your life you've had a pretty rough time of it. I think you've seen a lot of sadness. And I don't know why you'd want to do anything like this.
Look, suppose none of this had happened, and Martindale or Kennison or whatever you call him hadn't been found out. Sooner or later, he'd have left. His whole life has been a series of roles. And when he tired of this one, he'd have just walked out.
We know we can't keep him. Not now. We just don't see why he should have to spend the rest of his life in jail.
Well, don't worry about it. He'll probably talk himself out in a couple of years.
I don't know if Dave's told you or not. There's a group here in town. We've raised some money to get Dr. Kinnison a good lawyer.
Well, he might not have to go to jail at all.
We'd be willing to give that money to you. There's about $1,200 so far.
I can't take your money.
Why not?
I told you, it's out of my hands.
Please, accept.
Helen, why is it so important to you?
Because I'm afraid of what Van Ryerson will do if you don't. I'm afraid for you. I'm afraid for him.
Look, just hire the lawyers the way you're going to.
Please accept. You don't know Van Ryerson.
Yeah, and with any luck, I never will. Cheers. Curiosity.
About what?
Well, you keep your brother's house, you help with the first aid, and you run the doctor's defense committee. You're busy.
Active. That's what they told me. Keep active. When my husband died.
I'm sorry.
Everybody said I'm sorry. And I hated them all. Because they were alive and he was dead. In an accident. In a minute. So fast. We live on sufferance. We take our lives for granted until something happens, and then there's not much left to take for granted.
You're still young. Attractive.
Am I? Thanks. Tell me, in this nowhere town, keeping house for my brother and keeping busy for the sake of my soul, who have I got to be attractive for?
Now, how can I answer that?
I think you can. Funny. I hated the police officer who was going to take Dr. Kinnison. But I like you. I'm a very lonely and kind of foolish woman, so going to be painfully honest. I like you. I know. You're married and you're leaving and whatever happened to, what's her name, that girl in that little town. But I don't care. Not tonight.
Yeah, but what about tomorrow? And the next day?
I don't care.
I
don't
do.
care.
I do. Listen, I'm just a stranger. I'm just passing through town. You got a life to lead, not just one night.
Of course. I guess I made a mistake.
Did you find anything?
Nothing at all.
But there's a car down there.
Sure, and it's under a lot of mud by now. Anywhere the county says to stop, it's a waste of money.
Look, this is important to me. Important enough to be worth money.
Mr. Fletcher, I'm a greedy man by nature, but there's just no way I can keep my gang here when the county says to go there. We finish up today and we gotta move. I'm sorry.
You're certain no one could have survived the accident?
Not unless he was real lucky. Or half-fish.
Both fascinating possibilities. Thank you.
Need some help?
Thanks, but I need the exercise.
I need some too. Oh, can you tell me how I can get to Mullen Street?
Yeah, I left at the corner and then about 8 blocks.
Well, I guess I can find it. See you later.
I won't hurt you. Did you take the money?
I didn't get a chance to ask him.
Mrs. Stoner, you're lying.
No.
Where'd he go?
I don't know. Some downtown somewhere. I don't know.
Can you make it if we help you to the car?
Let's give it a try.
I wonder if I could use your phone, please.
Well, what's the nature of your call, sir?
Well, my brother-in-law's relatives are waiting for word. I will reverse the charges.
Well, I guess we'll be all right.
Oh, thank you.
No, over here. No luck, huh?
Yes, operator. I'd like to place a collect call person to Mr. Arthur Maitland. Area code 816. Telephone number is 570-6211. Just say it's Fletcher. That's right. Yeah. I'll wait, thank you.
Doc? Yeah. They're here.
Oh. Yes, operator, look, this is an emergency. Can you please hurry, please? Maitland, can you hear me? This is Fletcher. Yeah, it's all over. Ben Richards is dead. There's nobody to see. He's lying at the bottom of a river under 20 feet of silt. Yes, I'm sure. I'm absolutely sure, yeah. Ben Richards is dead. Yeah. All right, I'll fly in tonight. Goodbye. Thank you, Sheriff, very much.
Oh, don't mention it.
Well, how do you feel now?
Not bad.
I guess so. Now that you're officially dead, you can stop running. I wish I could lay all of my personae so conveniently to rest each time. Mr. Fletcher gave me this. Of course, I knew you weren't Tom McWade. I knew Tom in Philadelphia. But apparently to someone out there, you're an extremely valuable commodity.
If you know that, then you know I'm not about to take you out of here.
Oh, I hope I can change your mind about that. Well, not all the way to Philadelphia, of course, but just far enough away so that I can get a good head start for the Canadian border.
No, I can't do that.
Of course you can. As far as anybody out there is concerned, you are Tom McWade. And somebody named Ben Richards is dead. I'm the only one that knows differently. It's not at all an unfair exchange. You give me my freedom, and I'll give you yours.
Barry will take you to the bus station at Palmerville, and then you'll be on your own.
Tom, I'm sorry about Van Ryerson. I tried to protect you, but I'm not very good at lying.
Unlike some people we know.
Well, it's been my experience that no matter how good you are at it, somehow, sometime, you're going to get caught at it.
Well, thank you for everything.
I just wish we could have met under some other way.
Well, thank you for everything too, Sheriff.
Lieutenant, Doc, it's a shame the way it turned out, but good luck.
Oh, I'll be all right, Dave. I feel sure of it.
All of you go along, Barry. I'll see you in a little while. Sheriff Holly. Oh, hold it, just a minute. Where? Man or a woman? Can you show me the place? I'll be at the break in 15 minutes. One of the road gang found a body south of the break. Lock up when you leave, will you, Helen?
Well, here we are. It's all yours, Lieutenant. So long, Doc. Hope they go light on you.
Everything's gonna be just fine, Barry. Don't you worry one little bit.
So long, Barry.
Just plain luck. We were about ready to leave, and Harrison dropped a brush hook. Went down to get it and spotted the car.
The body's still in it.
Yeah, right behind the wheel.
Behind the wheel? Like he was driving?
Yep. Find your brush hook?
I see it.
Huh?
Judas.
Well, I'll be in Canada by tomorrow. What's your destination?
Well, I'm not sure. I haven't figured out what I'm going to do with you yet.
But I'll tell you. You take your keys and you unlock these here handcuffs and you wish me luck.
Barry, can you read me? Over.
Fleet liner special for Portland, Seattle, and Vancouver. Departing at 3 o'clock is now ready for boarding at Gate 2. Fleet liner special for San Francisco, scheduled to depart at 3:30, will be boarding in 10 minutes at Gate 3.
Barry, can you hear me now?
Loud and clear, Dave. What's up?
Big trouble. Where's Kinnison and that other fella?
Lieutenant McQuaid? I left him off at the bus station.
No, he's not McWade. Now get back to the bus station and call the Palmerville police and haul those two in right now. Move!
Don't be ridiculous. You think I could fit through there?
Get the arrival rooms, everybody there. I see two guys sitting here. One guy steel gray hair is about this high, heavy set. They got handcuffs on. You seen them? Well, look, we know they came in here. Now, they have to be around here somewhere. Haven't you seen anybody that matches that description?
Forces of law and order are upon us. Now, as I said before, I can't get through that window, but you can.
What about you?
Well, you're a man of action, and I'm a man of words. So I'm going out and have a chat with my friends.
Martindale.
I just want to say, there are so few of us free souls left. It's been a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you.
And don't worry about me. I have complete faith in my ability to talk my way out of jail. And if I can't, well, I'll have lots of time to study, won't I? Pardon me, friend. You don't happen to have a hacksaw I could borrow, do you?
All right, open up. Come on, open up. Outside.
Did you get him? Where is he, Doc?
Where's who?
That's not Lieutenant Tom McWade. McWade is dead.
Oh, you know about that. Well, I may as well tell you. The man's name is Plumley.
Plumley.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's it. And it is my considered opinion that the man escaped from a mental hospital.
What was his first name?
Yeah, let me see. What did he say? Yeah, Albert Plumley, that was it.
Why did you make the statement about the mental hospital?
Well, the man is a pathological liar and an accomplished imposter. It should be quite clear to anyone that only a man with a deep psychological disturbance could be capable of that kind of role-playing.
Where has he gone?
I haven't the foggiest notion.
I wouldn't have thought that you're a fool, but you are. You are a fool.
Well, my position at this moment seems to lend some credence to that opinion.
You wouldn't be in this position if you had cooperated in the first place. Where's he gone?
He didn't see fit to offer me an itinerary.
All right. You want to be a doctor? We could employ you at the Institute. All the equipment, all the facilities, all the time, and all the money.
Well, now, perhaps we can work something out here. The good citizens of Vernal Park have seen fit to provide me with a very handsome defense fund, and my lawyer says that I really shouldn't be in prison too very long. Yes, maybe when I get out, if you could use a man of my talents and experience.
Then tell me where he's gone. He must have given you some clue.
A clue? Yes, he gave me something of a clue. Ben Richards is running. Yes, he's running and pretending. Pretending and running. It's a great way to live, really. Unless, of course, you have to.